Alright, gather round, gather round. It is time for another video, but this video is special because it is the start of a new series, yay! As the title may imply, this series is me going to be breaking down movies that I believe are just perfect. It may not be infinitely replenishable, but it is content that makes itself. We will be encountering movies in all different shapes and sizes, but that is the fun of it. And what better movie to start with than a movie that review I have been putting off for 2 months now. A movie that I was so excited for and was so satisfied by that I watched it 7 times. That movie is The Batman. Oh boy, I can't even describe how I felt when I first saw it. Everything that I could have possibly gotten, I got. It just made me feel so damn good, man. And now that it's out on digital and now I can actually get footage for it, it is the perfect time to review this movie. It is better than The Dark Knight and I will not elaborate. Let's go. The Batman. More specifically, the Batman himself. The Dark Knight himself is truly scary in this movie. Every time he's in a scene, you just feel his presence. You feel how intimidating he is. You can just see every character's little reaction to his dominant presence. The opening scene just perfectly captures this. But of course, none of this is possible without Robert Pattinson himself. He is Batman. He is the best Batman. He is the Batman. Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, they are all nothing compared to Robert Pattinson. See guys, Batman's not the most expressive guy. He doesn't really like opening up about his feelings all too much. So how do we connect with a character like this? Well, through physical and facial expression, which is all done because Robert Pattinson is just so good at this character. And it's all because of the eyes. The eyes are the key. Robert Pattinson is good with acting with his eyes. It's weird, but oh, but we need white eyes in live action. No, we don't. We really just don't. The white eyes might look cool in animation and in the comic books, but covering up the eyes would suck out the emotion of, like, every scene that Batman's in. And I gotta talk about the costume. The Batsuit is just so magnificent. It just looks so good. This Batman just is good. But there's one more character that I'm just so glad that they didn't screw up. Now, I'll be honest. I never liked Catwoman. To me, she always just felt lame and, like, not have any personality. But Zoe Kravitz is actually a really good actress. She just makes this character feel like a real person. This is the Catwoman that just feels like what Catwoman should be. Jeffrey Wright is honestly my new favorite Gordon. It's just fun seeing Gordon, a normal dude, his reaction to all this crazy stuff in this movie. Like, his partner is a masked bat vigilante, he's trying to catch a Twitch streaming serial killer, and I just have to talk about the Twitch streaming serial killer. Riddler is just so insane, and so much fun. So while it's not my favorite Paul Dano performance, he is just so damn good in this movie. It's just so refreshing to get a villain who is insane, but not evil. Early in the movie, Riddler is framed as just a serial killer with some evil sense of humor. Then we actually meet him and we realize that he is just insane and so goofy, which is just so perfect. He's honestly the funniest part of the movie. This movie is just really good at balancing the characters that are drastically different from each other. You already know that Colin Farrell is so good as Penguin. He's just so funny. Now, Alfred is not in this movie enough. The Bruce and Alfred dynamic is good, but I just wanted more of it. I think maybe like 1 or 2 extra scenes of them solving some sort of Riddler clue, I just think that would have been much more beneficial. So that's the characters, and they are nowhere near the best part of the movie. The real best part is this. Batman does not kill a single person in the entire movie. In fact, he even mentions that he has a no-kill rule. But the best part, is he goes out of his way to save Riddler goons. Oh my god, it's all I wanted. Finally, a Batman movie where Batman does not use guns and does not kill people. You'd be surprised by how little that happens. Mr. Reeves, thank you so much. And I think now is an appropriate time to mention that this movie looks so damn good. It's honestly one of the best looking superhero movies ever. And oh boy, I mentioned this in my other The Batman video, but Michael Giacchino is doing the soundtrack. And does he do a good job? But now we get to like the second best part of the movie. Gotham is the biggest shithole ever. It is so dirty and corrupt, and finally we get a Gotham that just feels like Gotham. It doesn't feel like Chicago, it doesn't feel like whatever this is supposed to be, it just feels like Gotham. This movie just gives off the pure energy of being a comic book. And normally, I don't really care about comic accuracy, except with this movie, and a few others, of course. Matt Reeves really took the best elements of the best Batman comics and just made them perfect for the big screen. There's multiple little references to The Long Halloween, while the major plot of this movie is more inspired from Year One. There's Batman's prototype detective vision, which is inspired from the Arkham games and the Court of Owls run. All of these things create the satisfying feeling of sitting in the theater for the first time, watching this movie, and pointing at the screen, thinking, oh my god, they did the thing! Matt Reeves knows what he's doing, and it shows. What else is good about this movie? What did I write down? Oh yeah, Joker's in this movie. Anyways, moving on. Now, the sequel. I guess this segment of the video is kind of my wish list for the sequel. I don't expect to get everything on here, but considering how good this movie was, my expectations are literally through the roof. Number 1, Robin. It's quite simple. All I want is Robin in the sequel. It's not too much to ask. Number 2, Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow, or the Court of Owls. Obviously, this is an early Batman, so Court of Owls has to come later, but I do expect them to see them in the third movie. I would be equally excited with Scarecrow or Mr. Freeze, but I guess it would technically make more sense for Mr. Freeze. I mean, they really did Scarecrow dirty in Batman Begins. Say, come to think about it, did Mr. Freeze ever get a live-action adaptation? I'm a check. Oh no. Oh god. Oh jeez. No, I remember now. No. Number 3, blimps. Think about it. The city is underwater, you can't really get around using a car, so how did the GCPD plan to get around? Blimps. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video, and I am done making this video. Even though I'm only halfway through, I have to put all this stupid footage in. Now, is this the best comic book movie ever made? I don't know. It is certainly up there. It is better than The Dark Knight, and I will literally never ever change my mind about that. So thanks for watching this YouTube video, and thank you for, what is it now? 181 subscribers. Oh my god, thank you so much. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.